Hello and welcome to the F1 Sakhir GP Watchalong. Two more left. Woof. It's a fun one. First of all, hello. Hi. And welcome. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be very fun. If you don't know, I'm Rowan from the Sports Corner. And as per, I'm back with the F1 Watchalong. We love to do these. I love to do these. And we're back again for a sort of a different one. If you can hear any outside noise, I do apologise. There is a North London derby going on as we speak. But how is everyone? Prince, I hope you are all good. Tell me what the audio's like. If I need to move the mic, I can do. But I mean, we'll talk about qualifying in a second. But what a mental week it's been. So obviously, we had the incident last week with Romain Grosjean. We're glad that we're happy that he's all good. Minor burns to the fingers. It was announced that he wouldn't be able to drive this week. There were hopes next week, but it wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. He's not going to be racing Abu Dhabi. I mean, it's a cool way to go out in terms of you've come out of literally a blaze of glory. But yeah, if you're Roman, you would have loved to be at Abu Dhabi. I'm going to move the mic just so audio's a little bit clearer. I apologise if there's any horrible noise. There we go. But yeah, how is everyone? We're going good. So obviously Roman's not racing today, but that midweek shuffle. So it was around Tuesday when it was announced, okay, so Mercedes will need to drive, because Lewis Hamilton's got COVID. We thought, oh my god, well that's going to be interesting. Who's it going to be? And then it was obviously Haas would need a driver, and then if Russell got called up, Williams would need a driver, and that's what happened. Hamilton was out with COVID. Hopefully he's okay. I know he's not feeling as good as Perez and Stroll, where I know that they had it a lot easier. I think the race symptomatic. Lewis is feeling it a little bit more, but we hope he's all good. Hopefully we see him in Abu Dhabi. I don't know how it would work. Russell may get another chance at Abu Dhabi. But also we'll start with the Haas first. It was announced that Max and Fittipaldi would come in. There was a little rumours, but it was more likely going to be Fittipaldi. He's their reserve driver. He's come in. He's probably been put in the worst situation because obviously they have to take all the penalties for all the new engine parts. But yeah, Fittipaldi's come in, starting in P20, but hopefully he can get a good performance. Even if he finishes at 18th, 17th, it'll be tough for him. It will. I don't think he's actually raced competitively for nearly a year, 2 years, I think. But yeah, so that was Fittipaldi, and then obviously the Williams driver. So Hamilton was not racing, so it was either going to be George Russell or Stoffel Van Dorn. Van Dorn was currently over in Brazil for Formula E, but he could have flown over. Volume up a click or two. Thank you, Chris. Apologies, just in your message. I'll turn that up in a second. What about now? There we go. We all good? Just let us know. Yes, and then it was either Stoffel or George. George is obviously probably the next in line for the seat, so you presume it'd be Russell. You presume it'd be Stoffel because he's a reserve, and poor Stoffel Van Dorn, he's been to every single race. He's raced for them, yet when it comes down to it, he's not chosen. It's George Russell, which is great for George. He's going to be the next star for F1 and for Mercedes. So for it to be him, it does make perfect sense. Thank you, Chris, very much. It makes sense to be him because, well, he's going to be possibly even have the seat next year. I listened to you along with Crofter. We all know who's better. It's definitely Crofter. Definitely Crofter. But yeah, so Russell is in. Poor stuff on down. We saw him yesterday at qualifying. He just looked so heartbroken. I'm sure he would have loved a chance. Apologies for the outside noise. I'm sure he would have loved the chance to race, but it's not meant to be. Russell comes in. Jack Aitken steps up. Now, I'm actually more familiar with Jack Aitken. As you all know, I've tried to get into F2, and I know Jack Aitken because of WTF1, and I know he's been on the podcast and he's very good friends. So luckily, I actually know who he was. Beat I think he's in 18th. We'll talk through qualifying in a second. He's in 18th, and it could be a good race. And we know that we know Russell can get stuff out of that Williams. So it'll be interesting if Aitken can. But yeah, what a qualifying. In them free practices, George Russell topping FP1, FP2. FP3 doesn't do it, and then qualified just can't get it done. But some nice little surprises and shocks in and around the Red Bull, the Ferrari, and obviously the AlphaTauri with Daniel Kvyat. But we will go through the qualifying positions in just a second as we see Valtteri Bottas just getting ready off to start on pole today. So it will be Valtteri Bottas starting on pole position in P1 with Russell in P2. It's that murky, it's amazing. It's George getting thingy. Verstappen in 3, and Charles Leclerc in 4. What a stellar of a lap to get P4. Perez in 5th, Daniel Kvyat in 6th again. No one expected that with the AlphaTauri. Ricciardo in 7th, Sainz in 8th, Gasly in 9th, and Stroll in 10th. Mediocre for the things. Ocon in 11th, Albon in 12th, Vettel in 13th, Giovinazzi in 14th, Lando Norris in 15th, Poor from Lando Norris and Alex Albon there. Kevin Magnussen in 16th, and then Nicholas Latifi and Jack Aitken, the Williams, locking out that 9th row, and then Kimi Raikkonen and Emerson Fittipaldi, obviously the son of the legendary driver. But interesting to see. Hi, we've got viewers. I know, it shouldn't sound so shocked. So hi, Chris. Welch. Hi, Bella. I'm all good, Chris. I'm all good indeed. I'm guessing people are tuning into the North London derby at the same time. Josh couldn't get the Twitch stream working. He couldn't sign in, so unfortunately there'll be no of that today. But you've got me. And I'll keep... Thing is, there's actually a lot of sports going on. So obviously you've got the North London derby happening now. I think Tottenham are 1-0 up. I can't guarantee that, but I think they are. But then at 6 is American Chris. Should I try to pronounce your name? Kiacha. American Chris. It's 6 o'clock. It is NFL and it's my Jacksonville Jaguars versus KL's Minnesota Vikings. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. I might have it up on my phone there, just a thinger. But yeah, a lot of sports going on today. Kyle says, "Hi Rona, how are you this evening?" I'm doing very good, pal. How are you today? I'm just going to check everything's okay. Well, we're in for a stellar race now. It's that time of the stream. Let me know your channel open. Let us know your predictions. It's going to be fun qualifying. It was going to be a fun race, sorry. It's an oval track. We saw how F2 was. That F2 race was incredible yesterday and today as well. Yuki Tsunoda, well done to him getting that win. I think it was yesterday, weren't it? And then today it was it? Not Daruvula, Drugovic? Someone won today. Mick Schumacher giving the win. Callum just couldn't get it done. I feel so sorry for Ilott. He doesn't have a seat next year. Even though I think Mazepin actually did do well. Is Lando starting last? You know what? I'm not going to change it on Streaming Labs. But what I will do is I will just, if we go text. Oh, actually no, I don't even need to do that. If I go to qualifying scroll and at the end I'll just put, at the back just say, Norris is starting at P20 20th at the back in 20th. Boom. Thank you very much, Chris. I haven't seen it. It's because I haven't had audio on throughout the entire stream, so I haven't looked and I haven't seen. There we go. So we should... Alright, if I just create a little bit of space in here so we can... There we go. We should be all good there. But let us know your predictions. Who do you think, again... Most positions in the race, Giovinazzi again is not had to pass, but most positions, shocking place, and then your top 3. Let us know, because I'll give you mine now. Top 3, I think it's hard to pass. I'm going to go Russell, Verstappen, and Bottas. I don't know what order. I think you'll go Bottas, Russell, Verstappen. I think it'll be how his qualifying was. Hoping for a George Russell win, but I'm hoping he gets on the podium as well. A shock. Oof. Who do I go for? Because you can look at the people who have qualified a bit later on, like Vettel 13th and Albon. No, I think Norris starting at P20. It's McLaren. That's the thing. Like you said, Chris, he should just charge through, which would be very fun to see. So he probably make the most places. And shock. I'm going to go Fittipaldi, gets 12th. And I think that's shocking. He'll be starting in obviously 19th now. But with that Haas, I think he'll get a good place, like a 12th or 11th. Maybe even points. I think we will see an opening lap crash. Not a severe one, just a little spin. But thingy. Chris Welch, you've left your predictions. My predictions, Bottas first, Russell second. Perez third, no Verstappen in third. Controversial indeed from you, Chris. American Chris, Max versus George, please. Gonna happen. Battle of the youngsters. I think we still seem to get Max is still so young in his driving career. Technically, he's 22. But in fairness, we've got a good 5th and 6th there with Sergio Perez and Daniel Kvyat. Kvyat just surprisingly had a lot of pace, out qualifying his teammate. Ricciardo and Sainz 7th and 8th. Gasly in 9th and Stroll in 10th there. Yeah, it'll be a real fun race. Top 3 it's hard to look past thing. But Max and George very battle. I'm worried that on the opening lap, Russell gets caught up. He's never been that much in the danger zone. In fairness, he has actually, when he's qualified in 12th, 13th, 14th, even 15th, he has been there. Hoping for Jack Aitken to get a good start as well in that Williams. I really want to do this. And yeah, and then it's showing. So Lando Norris is in 19th. Fittipaldi's in 20th for some reason. I wonder why that is. We'll just change it here. Norris is starting at the back in 19th. Because for some reason, he's not starting in 20th. Unless it's a graphic thing. Could be a graphics thing, but I'll trust the Sky graphic. Perez versus Albon in last two races for Red Bull seat. I'm sorry, but I think Perez deserves a seat. It's tough, innit? I would say yes, because I would have said Albon goes to AlphaTauri with Gasly, and Perez goes to Red Bull with Max. But I know Max really wants Hulkenberg, but obviously there'd be a reason. Yeah, they don't go against the feeder team. But one thing is, Yuki Tsunoda has driven for his rookie season. I think he could get a really good performance out of the AlphaTauri. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we do see Perez Verstappen next year, Albon and Gasly, and then how well they both replacing units are. Then Yuki Tsunoda in because and also Fittipaldi qualified behind, so yeah, that'll put him in 20th. Yuki Tsunoda another season F2 probably wins it because he showed talent. Who's he? It'll be coming up against Schwartzman, not Callum Ilott. Callum Illott's not competing next year, but yeah, it'll be interesting. I would love to see Roman Grosjean wave the flag today. I think it'd be very hard with movement on his hands and stuff, but hopefully he can. So we should be close to starting. Yeah, all the teams they're taking off the tyres. Showing Lando Norris there, back of the pack in 19th. Hope you don't mind me saying, but off topic, it was a lovely touch to see the Dublin and now Tipperary team at Leary at one of the corners of Croke Park in memory of the victims of blood. That is very nice indeed. See, sometimes sports is good. I mean, I'm sure you've all heard. Chris, you're probably the only one that doesn't know, but you know the Black Lives movement. They've done it in a lot of American sports. They're taking the knee. Well, it happened in the championship. Millwall versus, was it Derby? I think so. Yeah, they all took the knee. One player stood up and put his fist in the air. And Millwall fans booed him, which was just awful. Something you don't want to see in sports. Thoughts on F2 race? I loved it. When Ilott was third, I was like, here we go. And then unfortunately his tyres went. It was a lovely, and it was just intense. It's one thing that F2 has really got going for him is them is just that intensity, and it shows why these upcoming drivers like your Albons, Norris, Russells, or Leclerc, they're not afraid to go for an overtake, or they are very competitive because. Well, they fight. That's what you have to do in F2. You have to fight. It's all level playing fields. I mean, we'll look at the standings. It was obviously Mick Schumacher winning it overall. Gets the all-important points that he needed, and well done to him. Indeed, Callum Ilott getting second. I feel so sorry for him. He should have got that Haas seat over Mazepin, who did finish 5th this season. I don't think we can disregard that, but yeah. Yuki Tsunoda in his debut season getting 3rd, and especially with Schumacher and Ilott not being there next year, Tsunoda has a great chance of doing it a lot. Robert Schwartzman in 4th, Mazepin in 5th, obviously going to be going to Haas with Schumacher. Guangzhou in 6th, the Chinese Renault Academy driver. Christoph Lundegaard, Delatraz, Drugovic and Giotto, and then Dan Ticktum, Daruvalo, Max Armstrong, Jack Aitken, finishing 14th, and considering it wouldn't have raced this weekend, fair play to him. Matushita, Yuri Vips, then Alicia Marklov, Nissani, PK Galeo, Sato Hughes, Samaya Boshung, and Porger. Obviously, a lot of them not racing in every single race. Next season will be very fun. There's a couple of teams. I know, was it Prima who won this year? Prima did win this year, as we'll close the F2. All the best to Roman Grosjean and whoever does next. Tsunoda is knocking on door of F1. That's the thing. Should be Schwartzman or I think it should have been Ilott. I think Schwartzman can do another. You see Stoffel Van Dorn there talking to Toto. I just feel so sorry. Oh, that's a bit of a skid from Alfa Romeo, I think that is. Let's have a look here. Close to the start. But yeah, should have been Schwartzman or Ilott. I think it should have been Ilott and Schumacher for that other half seat. I don't think. Mazepin, he is 5th, but he's shown some extremely dangerous driving that I don't think the F1 drivers will like. But yeah, I think I'd love for Roman Grosjean to wave the flag today, but I don't think it'll happen with the movement and stuff, unless he stands there. But when you see the drivers get on the grid scene, Fittipaldi there. First US-born driver. And we're getting the lights. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5, and here we go. And it's right, they're going. George Russell gets a good start. Verstappen again, a bit of an awful start in third. Sergio Perez now. This thing is number. Russell is in first. Bottas, Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc. Valtteri Bottas has got a lot of speed here. Perez on the outside. Can Perez get him? Verstappen's going to try and go 3 wide. Oh, someone spun out. That's an Alfa Romeo. It could be Kimi Räikkönen. Russell's got a bit of a... Oh, Perez has spun. Charles Leclerc, Perez, 2 Ferraris right now. I think both of them will still be able... I think Leclerc, but George Russell has got an incredible lead. And Max Verstappen's into the wall as well. Oh my God, there's a safety car already. But George Russell, what a man. What a start. And look at who's in third. Carlos Sainz. What a start from that man. Oh, it's Leclerc that's in the wall as well. Let's see how this plays. Well done, George Russell. Valtteri Bottas in P2. Carlos Sainz in P3. Danny Ricciardo in P4. And Kvyat in P5. Let's have a look, see what happens here. Verstappen and Leclerc just went into each other. Perez in 18th. Did Perez keep on going? That's important. Perez just got caught up with each other, but Verstappen and Leclerc, I think we'll see the replay, but wow. Lando Norris, we talked about how quick he would go, has gone up 9 places. We knew he would get speed. We're just seeing who they're showing is this. Matteo Binotto. Who is Charles Leclerc? What a qualifying from Leclerc. Who gets some point? I think it's Russell, Bottas, and then it's a surprise third. I think anyone who gets third will be a surprise now, because it was between Verstappen. I wanted Russell to do well this weekend. I think we might be seeing it, Chris, as Perez will be pitting. Interesting to see. It will be a pit. Thing is, luckily he can pit because of the safety car. Luckily no massive wholesale changes for Sergio Perez. I'll just check my camera and see what it's like. Here, yeah, we're okay here. So it's Perez gets a great start. Charles Leclerc doesn't have an amazing one. Verstappen has a great start. I apologise for that. Someone scored, I'm guessing. It could be Granit Xhaka, I don't know. Sainz or Ricciardo, I think, for P3, 100%. Sainz Ricciardo, Kvyat could get it, you don't know. Again, I think we're seeing again, he's fighting for a seat. We're just seeing, oh, Charles Leclerc goes into Perez. Oh, Perez turns in and just collects Perez. And then Verstappen. And Albon also did run wide, and then we see it was an Alfa Romeo of Kimi Räikkönen who does spun out there. But wow, what a start for George Russell. We're just looking at here, so Perez goes really deep. Leclerc hits Perez's wheel. Our Spurs 2-0. Who scored, Kyle, if you can let me know? Because I heard a very big cheer, so it's either someone new thingy or it's a meme. I know they're watching Arsenal Fan TV at the same time. So Perez comes onto the inside, hits Leclerc. That Max Verstappen goes wide, and then he just gets caught up straight to the barrier. What does Verstappen do here? I'm just looking. Verstappen. Oh, Sergio. He comes in on the inside, and I think it could be race. It could be Perez's fault here. Oh, yeah. And then, wow, Verstappen, yeah, okay, so thank you, Chris. Yeah, so Verstappen just hits the gravel. That's why he just goes straight into the barrier. But we'll get a safety car. Put both headphones in so I can't hear them. But wow. What a start. Perez just cuts in. Shooting time for Ricciardo, possibly indeed, Chris. But Perez just cuts on the inside, hits Leclerc. Verstappen has to go wide, and then Verstappen just hits the gravel and just can't break indeed. Unbelievable. And Max and Charles just talking about it. Because at first I thought Charles and Max had gone into each other, but no. And Perez just comes in. Unreal. The torpedo is there. The torpedo is there indeed. But can we see just there? Look at number 13th. Nicholas Latifi. Come on, Latifi. It's a big points opportunity. Look forward to the restart now, because it's all to do with this Williams bow. Go on, George. Well done, George Russell. Carlos Sainz there sitting in P3, Daniel Ricciardo in P4, Kvyat 5, Stroll 6, Gasly 7th, Ocon 8th, Vettel 9th, Norris 10th, Magnussen 11th, Albon 12th, Latifi 13th, Giovinazzi 14th, Aitken 15th, Fittipaldi 16th, Raikkonen 17th, 18th, Perez obviously getting caught up in that, down 13 places. Yeah, it'll be right at the back of the pack. Whoever I put third crashes out or has bad start, my luck. Oh, God. I'm just listening. Perez just cuts inside. So it could be. So the obviously the experts talking, saying that it looks like Leclerc does lock up as well. So that's interesting indeed. If it's a Leclerc lock up, which why Max is forced to go wide and why Perez. Well, Perez is already running wide, but. They're just talking about George Russell's radio because he was just asking his team, like, tell me where the buttons are, where's the overtake button, where is everything. So Verstappen gets actually a good start, but so does Russell, and that sort of shafts Verstappen as he tries to go through the gap, doesn't get it. Russell then takes the lead on that corner, so does Bottas, and Verstappen tries to get on the outside of Bottas. Bottas loses it, he swerves, that's why Bottas gets such a slow start. Perez comes on the outside. Then we do go 3 wide, and then is this where it happens? No, it's not. So you see the Kimi, and this is where it happened. Perez cuts inside, hits Leclerc, Verstappen's forced down, and then when he hits the gravel, he can't. Boom, straight into the wall, and Max Verstappen, a lot of swearing. Charles does have a weird habit of sticking it in the inside of car. Whose fault do you think that is there? Do you think it's Perez's, or do you think it's Charles Leclerc? By the way, Russell, nearly 0.35 seconds quicker on the race start. What a start. I mean, you look at the back of the pack, I'm trying to see who actually gets a good start, and here he is, Lando Norris. You see him zoom up 9 places. Really great start by Lando Norris. So Max breaks early because he couldn't get through the thing. Perez, it's probably Leclerc's fault because he locks up. I feel so sorry for him because he has such a surprising qualifying. It's going to take a while for these cars to come in. By the way, 87 laps, so it will be. It's nearly a minute. We'll say it's a minute to lap. It's an 87-minute race. It's an hour and 27-minute race. I think it's too early for Tsunoda to go straight to Red Bull from F2, and he's going to AlphaTauri to continue his development. He'll definitely drive for Red Bull. And yeah, for sure. I think he does another season in F2, then maybe goes to AlphaTauri. I say Leclerc got in too hot and Perez going through the turn. Same, but I feel like Perez gives either no room or he cuts them off a lot. You probably would say it's Leclerc. By the way, the safety car will be ending here. So let's see what happens with that. So Perez in third drops down a lot. Safety car will be in this lap though. See what the start Valtteri Bottas can get here. We're interested because obviously he's practically an oval. It's an oval with a chicane, not even a chicane. It's with some swirls at the top or the bottom. Let's see, can George Russell get a good start? Just have a quick drink before the restart. Russell getting heat into his tyres. Wow, what a start. If you're a mid-table team, you're thinking, right, it's my time now. With Max Verstappen out. And that's Carlos Sainz of Valtteri Bottas. Ooh, was looking at that. Let's have a look. We're lap 7 laps in, and we've already had 2 people out of the race already. Here we go. Carlos Sainz, can he get Valtteri Bottas? On the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Bottas is sparking a lot. Carlos Sainz on the outside of Valtteri Bottas. Bottas doesn't give much room, but Carlos Sainz does it. That's lovely from Carlos Sainz there. Oh, it goes off the track of Valtteri Bottas. Takes second. Carlos Sainz will fire back. By the way, George Russell, nearly a second head already. Ricciardo and Sainz, Kvyat. Really good battle here as Carlos Sainz, as Valtteri Bottas is pulling away from Carlos Sainz here. Coming into the chicanes now. We're getting a good look between the AlphaTauris and Lance Stroll in an AlphaTauri sandwich. George Russell, it's got to be that car. It's not going to be the car, but we know that car's good if George Russell's getting the pace of it. Well done, George Russell, indeed. Jesus Christ. 1.1 second between Bottas and Russell. Bottas seems like he's got underside damage a little bit. You see him clipping up and down. Lando Norris on the outside of Sebastian Vettel. On the inside. Will he hold it? He will. Lando Norris gets past Sebastian Vettel. What a great start from Lando Norris. Up 10 now. George Russell sets the fastest lap of the race, as you would expect, leading the pack. McLaren have got pace today. Here we go. Can they do it? Sebastian Vettel will hunt down Lando Norris. I'm just looking for that in the mid-table. Latifi's still in 13th. So they're going to look into the Perez-Leclerc incident after the race. Perez gets a great restart up into 15th. Just showing Max there. Poor Max Verstappen. I do feel sorry for him. Perez up to 14th. Fittipaldi down to 18th. Alex Albon got past Sebastian Vettel as well, so Albon up to 10th now on that Red Bull, but Vettel's going to follow him. Vettel will follow him. Vettel will try and get him on the inside. Sebastian Vettel will he get him? Will they stick with him? Or Sebastian Vettel gets past Alex Albon. Some lovely cutting away from Sky there. Sebastian Vettel now up into 10th. Alex Albon into 11th. So Russell is 1.5 seconds quicker than Bottas. Now it's Alex Albon now going to try and get past Sebastian Vettel. We're just seeing Lando Norris on Sebastian Vettel last lap. Just gets DRS. I think DRS is active. Pulls out to the right and gets him. It's a lovely overtake by the young Brit. The Twitch streamer, if you'd like to call him. And it's just showing Sergio Perez and Jack Aitken, I think that is. Aitken does fight. But Perez does do it. Gets past him. It was Nicholas Latifi, by the way, that we saw him getting past. I'm just going to check to something. I think I might have left my sink on. You're lucky? You're lucky. I don't know why you're lucky. I'm lucky. I didn't. Perez is now past Kevin Magnussen. Perez is obviously now right behind Alex Albon. But here we go. Can Kvyat under pressure from Lance Stroll. He is obviously Vettel under pressure from Albon, and that's Sergio Perez. Oh, that's great overtake by Nicholas Latifi. Gets past. Oh, it's Jack Aitken. It's Jack Aitken. Who is it? It's Jack Aitken, sorry, against Kimi Räikkönen. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. The two Williams and Alfa Romeos are having a great battle. Räikkönen gets past Jack Aitken. Fittipaldi get past him. The two debutants today, Aitken and Fittipaldi, right at the back, tried to get past the veteran Kimi Räikkönen here. And he's quick drink. The back markers fight is lit. That's the thing. We talk about how the grid is very split up. They are actually quite even if you think about it, because their cars will fight against each other. Lance Stroll now, can he catch up? Pierre Gasly catch up Lance Stroll, sorry. Oh, and Alex Albon gets past Sebastian Vettel. We'll see a lot of overtakes today. George Aitken now gets past Kimi Räikkönen. Now been asked for the young Brit again. Oh, Vettel locks up here. Gives Sergio Perez a bit of a chance now. Perez on the outside. Will he get him? Vettel's running wide. Perez gets past him. Nice little overtake from Sergio Perez. Now up into 11th. Really building his places back up. But George Russell in at P1. Incredible start from him. Valtteri Bottas now into P2. This is all going to be a strategy race right now. As it stands in that front pack. Between Russell and Bottas, and then obviously between Sainz, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Stroll, Gasly, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Perez, Vettel, them 8. It's a right little battle between them as Perez now. Gasly is going to try get past Lance Stroll, then end up trying to take on his teammate Daniel Kvyat. Great race here, great race so far. We're 12 laps in already. It'll be a very quick race indeed. I thought I had the race, but didn't. There we go. Boom. Here we go. Sainz is in P3 right now. He's currently sitting at the podium spot, but Ricciardo's just under a second behind him, so with a DRS, he'll get him. Here we go. Can Lance Stroll's just stuck in that AlphaTauri sandwich. Can Gasly get him? Gasly will maybe have DRS, but I think Stroll will have DRS. That's the problem with this track. Russell's just got to drive consistent now. That's all he has to do to stay in P1. Poor George Russell. He's not used to the speed of the car. And that's not even a detriment to Williams. That Mercy's just so quick compared to the rest of the pack. Just asking for so much help. It's like when you're at school and you really don't know and you keep on having to ask for help and you're still not getting it. That's just George Russell, this race. As I'll keep my phone on just in case some food gets thrown about. Latifi now. Latifi, I don't know why I'm saying that, but good little back battle, like we said, between Latifi, Giovinazzi, Aitken, Raikkonen, and Fittipaldi. Fittipaldi very close to Kimi Raikkonen, just within a second, but because everyone is so close to each other. Oh, here we go. George Russell is now nearly 2 seconds ahead of Bottas. Bit of a lock up from Bottas as well. And that's Daniel Kvyat, the torpedo, trying to get past Daniel Ricciardo here. The problem is with this track, it is just a lot of tailing. Like the qualifying would have been great because the wall would have been so close. But with these, it's just a very strange split. See, Lance Stroll is just stuck in the sandwich, but he's not under pressure from Gasly, but he can't catch Kvyat up. So whenever he catches Kvyat, Gasly's close to him and they just peel off from each other. Albon complaining about speed on the straights, just saying he's so slow on the straights. So Albon, now big job for him, the only Red Bull in the race, got to get at least some points. I know they probably more or less secure second, but that battle for third, fourth, fifth, very nice between all the races. I think if Ricciardo and Sainz get a good points finish here, it's going to hold down to Ocon and Norris, who were also in good points. Like I think the points would even themselves out. I think McLaren will just edge it on the points so far. Perez trying to catch up Alex Albon, can't do it yet. Obviously, Perez is the only driver that has actually pitted in this race. He's been involved in the lockup. Leclerc and stuff. We're 15 laps in now. I'll give you a lap update on lap 22. So I think that's around a quarter. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it's around a quarter in. Luckily, we know these laps are quick. It's one thing. We know that it's not going to be a quick... Sometimes a quick race is good. Yeah, it'll go fast, but in fact, it is 87 laps as well, so it probably isn't as quick as we thought. Team Radio Valtteri Bottas, though, just a bunch of waffle. I think I like this layout best on more fast. That's the thing. F2 proved it yesterday and today that these these simple tracks can work because these drivers are close to each other. When you have a wide track or a lot of turns, drivers don't have an opportunity to get close because for some reason, we obviously know the Mercs are going to get away, but there's a good mid-pack battle here. So yeah, you're right. I think I do like it. I think probably fairer than normal Bahrain. Yeah. So I'd predict last AlphaTauri and Red Bull seat because we could see. That's the thing. Kvyat could have 2 stellar races and get a 5+ finish. I doubt it really after that, but you know what I mean. It'd be very tough. As Magnussen now gets past Nicholas Latifi for 13th. Again, it's all going to be waiting for that pit stop now. It's just Perez on Albon. Perez has finally caught up to him. Let's see if... Obviously, Albon was complaining about speed on the straight. Sergio Perez has got to have a good race now, obviously. He was involved in the altercation. He could still get a time penalty. I don't understand why they're investigating after the thing when there's nothing going in the race. I'd never understand the investigating after the race. Why just do it now when nothing's going on? Like if something big happens, yes, there needs to be sorted during the race. But why don't sort it out now? I know maybe replays and etc. Sergio Perez now. Can he get Alex Albon? He won't get him this lap. Oh, he is getting him. Sergio Perez is quick in this racing point. Obviously, Aston Martin next year, no Sergio Perez, but Vettel and Lance Stroll, which would be nice for Aston Vettel for a bit of change of a quick car. And Sergio Perez currently still doesn't have a seat. It could be a thing if he takes a year out and he comes back the year after to a team who maybe don't want one of their drivers anymore. But big chance. Let me have a quick drink. Oh, I need a drink. Oh god. Things I don't for me. Cause is it a 2? It'll be a 2-stop, right? Turn into a Travis Scott there, Crofty. Valtteri Bottas does get a fastest lap, so he's a little bit quicker than Russell this lap. A 57.978. So it is, yeah, it's around a minute a lap, so 87 minutes. Got another 70 minutes left. I think Mazepin only at house because his dad is involved with the team. He done indecent there too, but still think Ilott deserves the seat. Yeah. Unfortunately, money talks and Mazepin brings money in. And a team like Haas would need it. I think, unfortunately for Ilott, there are so many English drivers. So you've got George Russell, Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton. I think Alex Albon is obviously British Thai descent. Jack Aitken, obviously, it wouldn't be full time, but like there are a lot of British English drivers on. So for him, it'd be hard to get a bit. Like, look at if you're Fittipaldi, you are, and if he was to get a seat, you'd be the only American driver. Kevin Magnussen was the only Danish driver. You know what I mean? Perez. The reason he's thing is because he drives well, but also he brings that Mexican back in him. I think Tsunoda would bring a lot more attention to Red Bull than Albon as a potential. That's thing, and also he'll bring a different kind of audience. Yes, Albon is great, and I think he does deserve a seat in F1. Albon, he's shown points where he can compete with the big boys, Brazil, Austria. But yeah, like you say, I think Tsunoda I think Tsunoda could be a future world champion, whereas Albon I think could be a future second, third placer. Sergio Perez, he is literally... he's going to go on the outside. Sergio Perez, he's not going to give up as Lando Norris will be brought up into this action as well. Sergio Perez here, he can fight. He's got nothing to lose, really, right now. Albon, though Rabi and Lando Norris having a great battle, the two sort of the rookies from last year. Love the little battle for ninth, really. Russell is 2 seconds ahead of Bottas. Bottas is 7 seconds ahead of Sainz, and Sainz is just a second ahead of Ricciardo. A second and a half, so Ricciardo doesn't have DRS. Pardon me, apologies. I had some porridge before this just to tide me over, so I can get some tea either during or after the race. We'll wait and see with that. As Alex Albon, can he get Lando Norris? Oh, he's going to go on the inside. Can he get him? Lando Norris on the outside. Norris will just stay there. Obviously, Norris on them softs, they will run out quick, but it allowed Norris to get up high. Alex Albon, will he get him? On the outside, Albon. Norris is still there, and it's Albon who'll get him. That just proves Albon is a great driver. Lovely. And Perez now gets past Lando Norris. Lando Norris' tyres probably have got in, so you'd expect Norris to pit very soon onto some mediums or even hards. If Tsunoda went to Red Bull straight away, it's risky. I think 1 year, do what Gasly did, 1 year in AlphaTauri, make the switch over. Albon is teasing Horner with gloves. That's the thing. He's just dangling the carrot for him, saying, but I can do this. I could do it. If you just show me a bit of faith and maybe give me a good car. Oh, by the way, Lando Norris does pit here. It was a good pit tyre choice just because of the start. And Norris will come in. It's a 3.1, quite slow from McLaren. Norris will drop down to 60. Perez now and Alex Albon. Oh, can Sergio Perez now get him? Perez still fighting. Sergio Perez. He does it, doesn't he? It just proves an incredible driver, but it's a good battle. Like, it's not risky. They're not giving no room, but they're not giving a lot of room. Poor Alex Albon. Is in 10th now, 4 seconds ahead of the Vettel though, so it will just be a battle against Sergio Perez. We should see a lot of switching on. It's like an F1 game where you just take the mick and like you overtake someone, then you want to do another good overtake around turn 3 or something. So I'll sit back, let him overtake, and then come back at them. Let me know if I'm out of camera shot as well, because I don't really know massively. I could leave it on StreamYard, I suppose. But I want to see if someone have commented as well. Showing Sergio Perez's overtake there. Well done, Sergio Perez. Just check football, by the way. Tottenham are 2-0 per Harry Kane. In the 45th minute, scores. Tottenham's still top of the league now. And I do want to check, because if you've tuned into any of the other watch-alongs, you'll know that Slavia Prague are my team, and they're currently playing in the Prague derby between Sparta, and it's currently, as it stands, it's currently 0-0. So Slavia, big opportunity now to go top of the table. They're showing that thing. Renault and Racing Point, 4 points separates them as it stands. So now big battle. Lance Stroll again just being stuck in the South Tower. The positions from 3rd to 7th, 3rd to 8th haven't changed in a while. Ocon's got a 2-second gap and 4-second gap in front and behind him, so he's sort of got a good little breathing space. But Sainz and to Gasly, nothing has changed massively. Unreal. So it'll be interesting if Hamilton will be there next week. I hope he is. I hope he does feel fit and better, but because obviously he'll be ending it. Aitken in 15th, by the way, the youngster. They're just talking about him here. See if Aitken can have a good race. I mean, if anything, he would never expect to be competing massively, but if he can take the car home. By the way, Russ said, please let me know if he's using curbs. I can probably go a 10th and a half to a 10th and a half, 2/10 quicker a lap. Like this from George. George is... You rarely hear him get angry on radio. He may, behind the scenes, he may be really angry with his team, but radio, you never hear him like proper shout or like get annoyed when he's talking. He seems a very calm young man. And in fairness, that's why I think he is a future world champion. For sure. If he gets in a Merc, he's a future world champion in my opinion. If he beats Bottas today, that solidifies a Bottas. As much as I think Bottas is a great driver. And so they have told him Valtteri's using more curb. So... as Russell now will use it more. Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap, by the way. And Kimi Räikkönen now is the second driver to pit. I think he did start on softs as well, possibly. So other drivers that are starting on softs: Sainz, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Stroll, and Gasly, Latifi, Magnussen, and Fittipaldi, and obviously Norris. So Russell, Bottas, Ocon, Perez, Albon, Vettel, Giovinazzi, Aitken, all started on mediums. I think Kimi started on mediums as well, but he's gone on to the hards. So it's all to do when the Mercs pit. Bottas was faster last lap. He did have a faster last lap. Obviously, when 6 o'clock gets, I will load up the NFL. I'll probably load up my iPad, but I'll just put it on the side. Just because, big game for the flat today. Obviously, the Cowboys not playing. They're playing on Tuesday against the Baltimore Ravens with all the COVID stuff that occurred. Lance Stroll now in 6th. He hasn't really been able to do anything in this position. Just got to drive, not be stupid, not make any mistakes that allow Gasly into an overtake position. By the way, Fittipaldi overtook by Lando Norris. Norris now trying to get back through the grid, obviously pitted for their mediums. Albon on the team radio, we're faster, but we're just not raceable. Which I suppose for Albon is just so aggravating when you're wanting to compete. Can a Stroll? No, Stroll can't. I mean, we talked about it could be... I think a lot of people saying it could be a boring race. And I think if you take out, I think it is a boring race. But there are opportunities for some nice little overtakes and stuff. Sorry. By the way, if you want to see latest updates on when we're going live or when stuff going live... at the _top corner, so at then capital T HE _ capital T OP capital C ORNER at the _top corner for all the latest updates of when we're going live and stuff like that. I'm just looking. Lando Norris is trending now on Twitter. I don't know why. Just talking about his stellar start, I think. Yeah. He is he's probably one of the most popular young drivers on the grid right now in terms of just everything that he does. Poor Max Verstappen, poor Charles Leclerc, but yeah, let's have a look here. Let me. Lando Norris, by the way, is up into P16. Got Jack Aitken up next, and then Kevin Magnussen straight after. Let me close Twitter down. What lap we are? We are at lap 27, so we've got 60 more laps. We've got an hour, so the race should end at 7, sorry. Magnussen pits, Giovinazzi pits, by the way. So see if Lando should get past Magnussen and Giovinazzi. He does. So Aitken now up next to his teammate Nicholas Latifi. Fittipaldi does get past them both as well, but Magnussen comes in. We'll be on the mediums. Bit of a slow start from thing. Russell sets the fastest lap. It's an enjoyable racing unit. It's like F1 NASCAR style all drafting together. That's the thing. You've got the F1 style in terms of that the chicane at like the top of the grid to slow it down. Kvyat is the first of the front bunch to pit. Let's have a look here. So Kvyat comes in. If he gets a good pit stop here, the softs are off. The mediums, I'm guessing, will go on. Yeah, it's a medium. Good pit stop from AlphaTauri. 2.4, great pit stop from them. When does Kvyat come out? Latifi does pit. Aitken doesn't yet. So Kvyat will just come out ahead of Jack Aitken. So we'll come out in 12th. In 11th, sorry. Because, interesting when Latifi does come out here. Does he come out ahead of the Alphas when he pitted? Fittipaldi does get ahead because he hasn't pitted. Let's have a look here. Sainz will be pitting. Carlos Sainz will be pitting next out of McLaren. It's with my non-knowledge of F1, but these qualifiers to qualify a big time. So basically, the F1. I know you're a football fan. Put it in there. F1 is basically like a football season, but instead of you playing against a certain team, you play in a different country every week, more or less. So your first race might be in Australia. The first race is normally Australia, and then it might be Singapore. Then you go to 2-week break, and then you go to Europe, then a week break, and then another Europe race. Pitts 2.5, Gasly in as well. Now, important, Sainz comes out right before. Well, we know Daniel Ricciardo can keep tyres go, so it'll be interesting. By the way, Aitken now in 12th, right behind the Alpha Tauris. Of the Alpha Tauris will be on fresher tyres, but Aitken did start on medium here. Bottas is in the team road here. Just giving him time updates, yeah. So basically, it's like a league table. So if you win, you get 25 points, and so on, you get certain points. Only the top 10 get points. So if you finish lower than top 10, you don't get any points. Then the winner is the person who's got the most points at the end of the season. It's very simple. Like you obviously have the gist of F1. You race around the track and stuff and overtake. And like pits, you've got to change the tyres and stuff. Good pit stop by Renault. It wasn't a bad pit stop. So Vettel gets ahead. Will Ricciardo. So Sainz gets past. Kvyat does just jump Ricciardo. So well done. Great pit stop for Kvyat. And he does set the fastest lap as well. Yeah, like you said, Chris, you've got the chicane type thing at the top, but then you've got your oval kind of track, your circle track here. So it's very nice to see. Here we go. Oof. Wow. McLaren, I'd say that could have been an unsafe release there. As it comes out just ahead of Pierre Gasly. It was very close, but I wouldn't be surprised if that could be a penalty, Now, Stroll into 3rd, Ocon into 4th, Perez into 5th, Albon into 6th, Vettel in 7th, Sainz in 8th, Kvyat in 9th, Ricciardo in 10th, Gasly in 11th, Jack Aitken in 12th, and Norris in 13th, Fittipaldi 14th, Latifi 15th, Giovinazzi 16th, Magnussen 17th, and Kimi Räikkönen sitting in 18th. So all the people having picked Fittipaldi, Aitken, Vettel, Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Bottas, and Russell. So it'll be interesting to see how far. Toro Rosso always did well here, so no surprise. They've got a good car this year, haven't they? Like, Gasly and Kvyat have shown glimpses. I don't think it's been consistent, but obviously Gasly's been the better performer. But Kvyat has had moments. P6 of this thing. Was it a P5 in maybe not Austria, Belgium possibly? It was a P5 somewhere, which was very nice indeed. It's also was in these big boys. I mean, the Mercs are 21 seconds ahead of everyone else. Unreal. Absolutely unreal indeed. Russell and Bottas both on 35 laps here. Vettel. Ooh. It was Sainz just trying to get the most out of Vettel. Sainz just trying to get Vettel's slipstream here. Vettel comes in. Goes onto the hards. Slow pit stop from Vettel. No release to the back. Which was poor from there. 4.5 seconds. Gasly won a race fucking 2020. It's alright, Kyle. I know that you're not a massive F1 fan, but I appreciate you coming in sitting here with me. Keep me updates on the football. I know it was 2-2 last time I looked. Yeah, that's the thing. Gasly won a race. Yeah, Lance Stroll got pole. You know what I mean? Oof. Latifi just gets ahead of Sebastian Vettel. By the way, Aitken did pit, and so did Fittipaldi. When does it? So Aitken is ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. Steve Vettel does get past Nicholas Latifi. I like this. Latifi's actually battling with Ferraris. Obviously, I know. I don't think he's back markers as well. Go on, Latifi. He's nowhere near, but just fighting's nice. Ricciardo is right behind Kvyat. He's 17 seconds behind Lance Stroll, who's in third. It's about third this race. In fairness, if you look at the top 10, the top 8, taking out the top 2, they're all in contention again. Even Norris and Vettel are still kind of around. Vettel's very far behind, so is Norris, but Stroll, Ocon, Perez, Albon all haven't pitted. So this will be very interesting indeed. Here we go. Can we get a Daniel Kvyat torpedo, or will we get a Daniel Ricciardo just full send the Honey Badger? He's not afraid to send it. Can he send it on Daniel Kvyat? So close. For the thing it. Nope. I doubt we're going to say something. I don't know what we're going to say then. Yeah, very fun this. It's a nice little race. It's entertaining. Ricciardo now. Will he have DRS? He will have DRS. I think. He's catching up to him. Pulls out to the outside. Kvyat defends. Ricciardo on the inside. Kvyat defends the inside. Great defending from Kvyat there. One of the most awkward names in F1 to pronounce. Because it's either Kvyat or Kvyat. Turns the thing. Yeah, Gasly won a race this year, which is unreal. He deserved it, but Lando Norris got a podium in the first race. Yeah, in the first race, not even the second race. Obviously, the penalties helped him, but still. Unreal. Ricciardo now. Hunting down Kvyat. Can he get him? If you get past Kvyat, then you're going to have a really good McLaren-Renault battle. Renault really performing well this season. I think the mid-table teams have really stepped up and tried to compete with the big boys of Red Bull and Ferrari and Mercedes. I mean, you can't really say Ferrari this year, but Ferrari have had performances. Unreal for Verstappen and Leclerc to be out so early. As a Renault now. So Ricciardo was supposed to come in a lap earlier, but he missed it. So poor by Renault there. Poor, I don't know whether it was the shot calling or whatever it was. Okay, Chris says he's got an F1 conspiracy prediction. Go on. Here we go. How harebrained is this? Harebrained? Is that the word, isn't it? How out of the blue is this going to be? Have a quick drink while Chris lets us know what he thinks. Here we go. Oh, they're using AWS. George Russell's rear tyres are on 10%. Who knows? Who knows? They don't. I don't think even the commentators like the F1 insights from AWS. I like it. It is a good idea. Like, yeah. It's a nice little idea. I know a lot of sports does have him, but Russell worried about blue flags. Then remember, he is lapping someone. Have a quick drink. Obviously, the Jacksonville Jaguars will be taking on. Yeah, I've just gone on Twitter to see AWS 10%. And Russell saying that his tyres are fine. I think there's a chance Lewis takes a year break. George moves to Max and Valtteri, and Lewis come back to the next year with George. I'd be all for that. Depends. I'd like to see Lewis. I think Lewis might want to do as many consecutive titles, but yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be opposed if he goes, I'll go away for a year and then I'll come back a year later. Because then it'll be interesting if it isn't a thing of Hamilton's just consistently going, but Hamilton could do with a year break. He's raced consistently. Kimi did it. I'm trying to think. Seb hasn't done it. Seb is the only one who's racing the same amount. Kimi's had a break. I'm all for Hamilton having a break. It'll make the season a bit more interesting for sure. And then when he returns and wins, it's like, see, it wasn't the car. Because the battle was great when Hamilton weren't there. When he comes back, he dominates. Because it's Lewis Hamilton, he's incredible. Kvyat still setting the fastest lap here. Which Ricciardo is going to be sort of a reset. Yeah, in fairness, it might be fun, and it will give someone, so like you say, who goes to Williams and Aitken? Do you think Jack Aitken takes Russell's seat? He would have his seat back, yeah. Ocon. His team telling Ocon to just hunt down Lance Stroll, give him some pressure. I think he's got to catch up here, but I'm guessing that's what you're saying, Chris. Jack Aitken would go to Williams. I don't see anyone else who could if Russell moves. Who? Yeah, surely Aitken. They've given him the seat now. Let Aitken have a full year where he can properly learn. And then what would be left? Let's say the way you said that there'd be one team. It'd be Red Bull. Red Bull would be the only team. The Red Bull would be the only team that had it. As Valtteri Bottas here, just a little bit quicker than George Russell on a couple of laps. I like the idea, but 2021 still seems an easy championship. That's the thing, but I don't know. I'm all for it, because it'll give Russell a chance, and then it's too good to be in the back for another. That's the thing. It's like too easy to miss out. But do you think, do you think he does this year, then retires after that? He's beating Schumacher's record because he's equal now, and he's on 7. It beats Schumacher's record and then wins it. Imagine if that's your job. I sort of quite like that, just putting your numbers in and showing the timing screens. Poor Charles Leclerc. They're just hearing the pen interviews from Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. Oh, my neck's very sore. Went to sleep well late yesterday and woke up at like 2. It's awful. It's horrible. It's like your day's not missed, but like it's already 6 o'clock. It's pitch black outside. Lewis has plenty to occupy himself for a year. All his ventures. That's the thing. It's not like he'll leave and then he's just sat there. He'll be able to do everything he wants to do. Do everything he wants to do. He's never going to let himself go out of physical shape. Come back a year later. I think, like you said, it's either he does this year, next year, 2021 season's final year, and then 2022 thing. I will say he retires 2021 and breaking the record, or even 22 if he wants to drive the new cars. That's the thing. I won't be surprised. The problem is he won't care, but people go, oh, look at him, he's retired after 2021, so he don't have to actually level playing field. Yeah. Poor George Russell. No George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, not George Russell. We'll have a quick check of the football score while I'm here. Still 2-0 for Tottenham. Yeah, Lloris makes a lovely save. So what I'm going to do is quickly, I realise what I can do quickly, I can still talk because I don't have the actual headset, I've just got the, I've borrowed Josh's actual mic, so luckily, I can still talk to you, and I don't need to take the headset off, which is lovely to see. I think for Hamilton, it might be breaking that record. Break the record, then call it quits. You can see my tits, you can see my tits. It's because I'm rewatching. It's obviously on a delay for me. Yeah, I'm all for Hamilton taking a bit of time out. Makes that year a bit more interesting. See if the Mercs still dominate, or see if it was a Lewis thing. But the problem is, if it's George, people are just, well, it's a George thing. George is still incredible. Well, let me turn off that. I had Big Mouth on by accident. So I should be able to watch both at the same time. If I put it on now. Sports. And then if we load up that. Mayo versus Tipperary is currently on Sky Sports Mix. So that's for you, Kyle. By the way, Esteban Ocon does finally pick. When's it come out? Lando Norris just behind him. So that's a good pit stop by Renault. Can you imagine retirement before Alonso and Kim? That's a mental thing. Alonso's coming back and Kim Stroll is going to be coming in as well. And then Kim is just going to race forever, innit? Thing is, it is just a hobby. I genuinely do believe when he says it's a hobby, I do feel like it is a hobby for him. I feel like he doesn't need to do this, surely. He could easily. Russell. Oh, wow. I like that. I love George. I think George Russell might become one of my favourites on the grid now. They're just saying, move Valtteri back to Williams. He'd hate that. If you'll explain F1 to non-F1 fans, would you say F1... It's bold, Kyle. I'll ask Chris first. And Lewis and George. Imagine if you're Valtteri, you've gone from competing for a world championship to being the back of the pack. I'd say Jack Aitken. I feel like, where would Bottas go though? Well, in fairness, for that, the season when Hamilton's out, I think Bottas stays at Merck. But after, I think we'll see a massive switch up. Esteban Ocon doesn't get past Lance. Will he get past Lance Stroll? Very close battling between these two drivers here. Esteban Ocon, lovely overtaken by Ocon there. Let's have a quick drink. Right, okay. How can I compare? What I'll do is I'll move my NFL over here so I can see them both at the same time. I think, how would you compare it to Mario Kart? Chris, you might be better at this than me. Okay. F1 is if on Mario Kart, do you know when you get the red mushroom? When you get the red mushroom, the gold one, it's like having that permanently. And then it's like playing... There was a track on it, which was like... It was like just a simple oval track on one of the new Mario Karts. It's like that, but... F1 is basically Mario Kart if you would consistently have the golden thingy. NASCAR is Mario Kart. That's a better way to explain it. More crashes, a bit more chunkier. By the way, I really want Tipperary to win, but they lost. Dublin/Mayo final. Wanting the Dubs to win. Where are my family from? Cork? Do Cork have a good team? George will be pushing now. Now that the traffic's gone a bit. I love George Russell. Obviously, Williams have a great pit stop crew anyway, so I don't think there's actually going to be a massive difference anyway. There we go, just click that. Why is that going away? There we go. And the Merc are coming out. He'll be going on hards. Russell's in. But I said Russell not used to being at the front of the pack. Boom, in. Good pit stop from George Russell. Bottas now in first, but obviously you'd expect when Bottas pits. Yeah, when Bottas pits. Why is it doing that consistently? Let's give it a rest. Let me load up NFL. NFL Red Zone, 7 hours of commercial-free football. There we go. Comes out just behind Jack Aitken. Sorry you're having your tea and bag. No, that's fine, Chris. What are you having? What did you have? What does that matter? It doesn't matter. What have you missed, Chris? You were here for the start. You've not missed much. Russell's just pitted. See how the gap is from Bottas. I don't want to jinx it. Russell, team radio. No! No. No, no. Oh, no. There we go. He's got power. Oof. Oof. Shitty ass. Obviously, because he doesn't know the car. Did anyone just hear that? No power. I had hot dogs and chips mayonnaise, cabby. Oh, wow. Poor George Russell just doesn't know the car. There we go. It looks fine. This is funny. It's just... Poor George just doesn't know enough about that car. Toto looks not angry, confused. Toto seems like one of the nicest F1 not principals. Got the name. Oh, happy Christmas, everyone! It's December, isn't it? It was in November when we last streamed. It was happy Christmas. By the way, we are halfway through. Best chance of Russell getting points. Imagine that happened. Oh my god. Oh no, Charles. Wait till 2019. Oh, Red Bull pitting. Alex Albon. Semi Sergio Perez. Albon's in on them hards. Straight out. Good pit stop. When does Perez come out? Does Perez come out ahead of him? He does. That's Sam. No. Oh my god. A 2-second pit stop from Red Bull. a second quicker than the racing points. That's unreal from Red Bull. That is unreal. 11 days till you're 18. Oh, wait, 11 days? December the 17th, Prince, would that be? 11 days. I can't do the maths. Yeah, 17th December. Day after mine. Day after mine, buddy. You can legally drink now? I don't know what the drinking age is in Portugal. Look, Norris runs wide here now. Is ahead of Alex Albon? Yeah. Day before me. After me. 10 more days. Albon's been given a black and white flag. I put my Christmas tree up on Christmas Eve and take it down on Christmas Day. Moody ass. So moody. You got to get in the Christmas spirit. It was a sensor issue from Russell. Bottas does come in. I know it's bad, but I really wanted to have a bad pit stop. Good pit stop. 2.4 seconds. It's a good pit stop. Very good pit stop. I've kept my eyes there on the Jacksonville Jaguars December. But the thing is you don't drink anyway, so no problem. I don't drink much anyway, but Bottas now will come out behind Russell, which is nice to see. And so Aitken is a lap down, but he is ahead of him. Chris, America Chris, are you watching the pit? You're a Patriots fan? No. I can get older back. I don't remember. How. I've got an awful memory. Absolutely awful. George Russell now. Fastest set to George Russell. Russell now, team radio. Literally. Just tell him, just be careful on some of the corners. Come, Russell. I just want him to see him do well and get a podium. If he wins, that's incredible. But he really does emphasise the thing of, it's the car, which is the annoying thing. And we're on the board with Lance Stroll, hunting down Esteban Ocon, taking them corners very aggressively. Can he catch him up, or will he Cowboys, stinky. Will's a Cowboys fan. Playing on Tuesday, aren't you? Against the COVID team, should be called. I know they've got former Jagsman, Clay Campbell, who just seemed like a lovely guy. That's the Ravens, that is. I know CD Lamb's very good. I pay very close attention to my own team, and then I just try to take as much information as I can from whatever Kieran or Will have said. Just or like what I've heard on when I'm watching it, but my memory's so bad that I just remember nothing. Bottas team radio though, just overload front left. Very, very similar to same as George Russell. So both drivers are getting the same message, which is all right then. Luckily. Who we're on board with? I think that's Esteban Ocon. It's Daniel Ricciardo, but Carlos Sainz has got a really nice lead. 11 seconds and 2 seconds. Russell's 8 seconds ahead of Bottas. George Russell will just say, "Stop the count." That's like a Lando Norris thing to say if he's in like first, just on team radio. By the way, that's Pierre Gasly who's eventually pits. Let's have a look for it. So Gasly's on his second stop. So might not paid out for the AlphaTauris here, you know. Because, check my phone. Have a quick check on my phone. I think we're okay. We are right. Oh. Gasly now will come out in probably 11th. Yes, maybe. Vettel does get ahead of him. By the way, I said Latifi. Latifi hasn't moved off 13th for a while now. He's having a solid race. Indeed. Oh. So we've got 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes left. So it should just be under a 2-hour stream, which is some things I like to see. I don't like the races to be stupid and like as much as obviously last week's was an interesting race. It went very long, I think, as you could tell. Got very drained at the end of it. Where it's a 2-hour race, I think it's respectable. Also, thank you to everyone who tuned in yesterday to both streams. Obviously, we did really back-to-back streams. We had Sevilla versus Real Madrid, and then we had Sevilla versus, and then we had Bayern Munich versus Red Bull Leipzig, showing a thingy. Oh, Big Bang Mikey Glennon throws it. Nearly intercept. Oh, it's a touchdown. We're winning the game. We're winning the game. And speaking of winning, George Russell still ahead. Apologies, there's going to be a multiple thing. I don't know how that's been caught, but Jacksonville are winning. Can't complain at all. Is that LaVisca? Can't see who it was. But nice. It's breaking. What? What's break? You're ahead of me, I think, Chris. It's fair enough, but don't say that to me. I'll read your comment in a second, Kyle. I've heard you said it's breaking. You're giving me a heart murmur. Okay, I think we're okay. Kvyat does pit, by the way, 2.5 seconds. Can I just say thank you everyone at Sports Corner for not mentioning Christmas in November. I was fed up seeing Christmas ads and everyone talking about it in November. Yellow flag. Chris. No. Oh. Oh, Nicholas. Nicholas. I just hyped him up. Oh. I just hyped him up and then he's just got... No. About to say, it should be a full safety car. It'll be pulled away. Virtual safety car, yeah. It's what you'd expect. By the way, it was Gasly overtaking Vasquez. Gasly on fresher tyres on turn 1. Kyle, for you, virtual safety car is... So a safety car is when a normal safety car is when a car comes out and basically it leads the packs. By the way, it's going to be... Lando Norris does pit for mediums, comes out. Good pit stop for McLaren. And Sebastian Vettel. Russell losing power on the straights. Fucking hell. He's still 8.4 seconds ahead. I didn't hear that. I must have got too distracted. By the way, it's ended. Oh, unsafe release there. That's surely... I mean, Vettel moved over into space, but surely that's unsafe. No, George, mate. George. Oh, wow. Oh, no, that's unfortunate for... Luckily, Ricciardo pits. That's unfortunate. The virtual safety car went as soon as sort of signs of Ricciardo did come in. On this great battle here, Esteban Ocon got to defend against the racing points here. Wow. Kvyat might have done... AlphaTauri might have timed this perfectly. But Perez has gained some lovely ground here. Can he do it? Oof. Perez gets past Lance Stroll. Racing points have to swap places, but... No, not on purpose, but Racing Points could get a great points finish here. It's gonna be tough for signs of Ricciardo now. Albon's up to 6th. I think Albon... Did Albon pit? I think Albon did pit as well, so... Sergio Perez... Unfortunate for Sainz and Ricciardo. Both pitted just straight after the virtual safety car. I do feel so sorry for them. Wow. Perez is quick. Vettel had a really slow stop. That the front left wouldn't go on. Also losing power there. Perez has got speed. He's literally Lightning McQueen right now. Just a brighter version of him. He gets past Esteban Ocon. Sergio Perez, man. Perez is unreal. In air. Perez may have to pit. 60-27. 29 laps left. Sergio Perez, mate. Great driving from Perez here. Can I just turn my phone over? I'm going to drop my headphone. Can't be doing that. I think I'm the only one in now. I think they've gone out and got food. I think. Oh, they might be. They might just be a bit quiet. Tottenham is still 2-0 up in the 86th minute. Daniel Ricciardo, though. Signs of Ricciardo just unfortunate. I don't know whether that's... It's definitely strategy. Slow stops Vettel, disappointed, but not... That's the thing. It's that meme, innit? They had me in the first. No, what? Yeah, it's what you just said. Shut up, Rowan. Shut up. We'll give you a leaderboard update because I haven't really done it. Right, it was Russell in first, Bottas in second, and Perez in third. Perez really extremely quick. Then Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Albon, Sainz, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Gasly, Norris, Vettel, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Aitken, Raikkonen, and Fittipaldi. So doing very well here. By the way, touchdown for the Jets. By the way, I think so. Go on the Jets. Lance Stroll, though, will be hunting down Esteban Ocon. Obviously, Ocon got overtaken by Sergio Perez 2 laps ago. Now, under pressure from the Canadian. Obviously, 2 Canadians on the grid this year with Nicholas Latifi. And last... Pardon me. Oh, cheeky hiccup. Kyle, you do know that every stream I go on, by the way, I will be mentioning Christmas. Because it's December. It's a season to be jolly. Perez Team Radio. I'm just telling how quick Perez is. Fastest lap from Valtteri Bottas. Oof. Valtteri Bottas, no. Not Valtteri Bottas, sorry. Lando Norris' team just told him to go flat out. Can he get Pierre? If he gets Pierre Gasly, it's coming nice from Lando Norris, but you've got to look at the racing points. Perez, Ocon and Stroll driving very well here. Driving extremely well as the Vikings and the Jaguars are on red zone. So if you see me moving my head to look at that, it's fine. I'll give you both commentary on F1 and stuff. McLaren complaining, saying, use all your speed. Oh, he's dropped it there on 3rd and 3. That's great for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, we did miss the field goal though, but who cares? We're winning. That's the thing. We don't need to win. We don't need to lose. This game doesn't mean anything. For me, personally, I want us to be the Vikes. Have one up over KLS. Fernando Alonso there. Obviously, he's part of the young driver testing at Abu Dhabi because, well, he's a very young driver. Unreal that, I mean. When anyone else was it, who was it? It was Alonso. I just can't. I understand why. I've seen that also Ferrari was trying to ask it so that Sainz could do some testing for Ferrari. It'd be sad to see him leave McLaren. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. It's fine, not worried. That's a Williams. Jack Aitken has lost his wing. Oh, it's on the exit last corner. There's going to be a virtual safety car. And Aitken, I think, will change tyres as well as the front wing. It's going to be a slow pit stop from him, but that's the thing. You've got nothing to lose. As the front wing is fitted on, then they will change tyres. Here we go. Jack Aitken goes. Alonso signs Kubica. Yeah. Unreal. Yeah, with virtual safety car, they'll just get a marshal to run on. So, wow, what happens? Aitken. Wow. So let's see. So Aitken just run wide, loses it just on the final corner, hits the orange barricade, front wing comes off, but he keeps the car going. I don't want to say good driving from her. I don't want to say lucky Jack Aitken. So he comes out the first corner, just loses it on the exit, spins, tries to keep it on control, hits the thing, loses front wing, but he keeps his car going. Albon gets past, Magnussen gets past. Oh, it's a safety car. Russell's pitted. And they're double stacking Russell and Bottas. So slow pits from both. Valtteri Bottas has had an awful pit. Oh, it doesn't matter. What's going on here? They've done really well to get the double stack on. Oh, it's on fire. Wow. 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 Go on, Checo. Go on, Checo. That is awful from Mercedes. That is awful. I mean, Russell's pit stop wasn't amazing. But Jesus Christ, Valtteri Bottas's. Oof. I mean, it's going to be tough for Russell again on this restart, but poor Valtteri. He has had some fortune luck, I think. What happened? George Russell team radio. Oh no. Oh, for God's sake, Mercedes. Okay. Shitty ass for George Russell. Wow. They've put Bottas's tyres on. Jesus. George. Fucking hell, Mercedes. Jesus Christ. Why? Why, man? Jesus Christ. Russell's got time. We know he's got the quick car. We know he has. By the way, Abdullah Seamer scored for Slavia Praga. And Jesus Christ, George. Oh my God. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. But thing is, this is the time now for Josh to prove this race is, oh no, then it's fine, then it's not, and then like no. Alright, okay. So what's happened is George has come on and they put Valtteri's tyres on. And then, okay. Toto right now, exactly. Poor George Russell, man. You've just ruined his race. I don't mind people celebrating Christmas in December. It's just when it's over and I'm certainly can't watch TV news day and I'm bombarded. Yeah, but Christmas has fun. But for fuck's sake, how did Mercedes fuck up when it's Mercedes who... It's mental, innit? Fair play to the front left guy who realises. The guy on the left front has got to be giving command. Obviously, it's an awful thing. But he realises that they've got different... Wow. So it's unlike Mercedes indeed. See what happens here. So Sergio Perez is now leading the race. I mean, George Russell is going to get points. That's one thing. Russell now. Let's have a look. Okay, they're just saying you should have good pace. Race control. Lapped cars may now overtake. So 5, 7, 20, 51. 99 is Giovinazzi. 5 is that Bottas? No. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. I think 99 is a thingy. Here we go. Perez versus Ocon for the win in 2020. Now, George, I think the Mercs are... Lance Stroll's it. I think the Mercs have got pace here. The thing is, because of the restart, it's going to be awkward because the Mercs are going to have to get past Stroll, Ocon and Perez. Then Russell's going to have to get past Bottas. I mean, if you George Russell, you're sort of happy that you've got points, but when you were leading this race, Merc have got to have a serious debrief after this because, it's awful. And we at the start of this race went, oh, great start, could be a good race. Quite boring. Oh, spice a bit, spices up. It's like a spice counter. Like a spice counter. Awful. Jesus. It does make the race way more interesting. It really does. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. They've just cut to Otmar Schwarzenauer, the Racing Point head guy. Well, the principal, yeah. Is it principal? So it's like Andre Seidel, the lead engine. You can tell me. You'll figure it out. They just cut to him anyway, and he knew on camera, and he just looks and smiles at the camera. Big opportunity. Russell Team Radio. Should be a big tyre advantage. Said effing hope so. Bottas has got... Bottas goes to pit, but then he's just... The guy in that front left needs commemoration. Obviously, the pit stop is awful from Racing Point. From Mercedes, but that front left guy notices, no, they're all different tyres. Well done, alright, I'll have a quick drink. Bit thirsty. Here we go. Safety car is still in. So look, it's quite lucky. I think before when we've had safety cars, it's been quite bright. It's just me trying to waffle about random stuff. Luckily, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars here, who are third and goal. This is only real pass to Chris, who wouldn't have the knowledge of it. But the third and goal currently. So taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Glennon throws deep. Wolf. Poor though. We'll take the field goal. I think we'll take it there. Right, okay. I've had a message. Luckily, there is a safety car. But I don't know what the Franksters menu is. That's the thing. So I'm going to have a look quickly. Menu. See if we can see if there's a menu. Here we go. Boom. Lovely. Right, so I want... Here we go. Get a cheeseburger. Here we go. Safety car is still out. We have got the field goal. I'll tell you if this goes in. I know no one really cares about the NFL, but unlucky. It's a very long safety car. It's going to be a lot hard for these Mercedes. Field goal's good. I'm very sorry, guys. I'm just looking. Cheeseburger, chips. What drink can you get with it? And then, oof, what do I get? Anyone want to let me know in chat? I think I don't know if they have Franksters anywhere else. They probably do. Fanta lemon. And should we get anything else? I don't think we'll get anything else. Oh, I'm gonna have a milkshake. Milkshake, please. Let us know how much. Thank you, love. Right, boom. Okay, boom. Right, ready to go. Oh! Lance Stroll's just gone into the back of Esteban Ocon. Oh, wow. Jesus. Spurs won now. If Wolves can get something at Liverpool, but I hope... Oh, you hope Kelleher does well. I was like, what's the first name? But the safety car's gone. We've got 1, 11, 26 laps left. Esteban Ocon now trying to get past Sergio Perez, but it's the Mercedes are having a road grip out. Valtteri Bottas on the inside. Alex Albert's sparking a lot. Albon nearly goes into Pierre Gasly, gets past Gasly. Sergio Perez has got a right lead. George Russell now. Can he get Valtteri Bottas? He can, but he's got a couple of laps to do this. It's a big battle for 4th right now. Oh, it's going to be a lovely battle. Also, Carlos Sainz is right behind George Russell. Perez has got a right lead now. Perez could win here. I think it would be his first win as well, wouldn't it? Perez checking out pace. Would that be his first win? I think it would be, wouldn't it? Wow. Can they do it? Can George Russell get Valtteri Bottas? Sorry for the sounds, I was too focused on it. And Albon now right behind Daniel Kvyat. Raikkonen gets past Magnussen. Magnussen gets past Raikkonen. Nice little battle at the back of the pack. Norris has just got to fight right now. All he can do. Bottas goes wide, gives Russell a little breathing space. George Russell now. George Russell, can he get him? Oh, he goes on the outside of Valtteri Bottas. Goes on the inside of Valtteri Bottas and he gets him. George Russell, what an overtake from George Russell. Apologies if that apologies headphone view. George Russell just sticking it, saying anything you could do, I can do fucking better, Valtteri. George Russell now, can he get past Lance Stroll? I don't think he's getting Perez, but he's got to get Stroll. He's got to get Stroll and Ocon. He could do it. Go on, George. George Russell, mate. Go on. Proving why you're the best British driver on the grid. I'm joking. I know Hamilton's the best. He just sticks it. That car just stays on the track. Just doesn't let go. That is a great overtake from George Russell. Unreal. If that doesn't deserve a C, I don't know what does. If George, Chris, I read it. I thought you George Russell. I'll give you it. It's a good one. But now George Russell on will get Lance Stroll. He'll have 0.5 seconds away. He's got DRS. Lance Stroll doesn't have it. George Russell now. George Russell on the inside of Lance Stroll. Will he get him? Oh, George Russell does get him. Makes it. Perez is gonna. Oh my God. Well done, George Russell. Race control now. Black and white flag for Magnussen. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Sorry, Kevin. George Russell, now he's in the podium. Can he get Ocon and Perez? I know that you shouldn't show any bias, but George Russell, he got shafted this race by his team. Getting a good mid-table battle. I think it's Vettel, Norris and Gasly. Go on, Lando. Here we go. I mean, Sainz and Ricciardo, we're fighting for that third with Stroll, Ocon and Perez, but Stroll tried to defend as best he could. I don't think you can even fault Lance Stroll there, who, again, will be a fun driver to watch. George Russell now. He will get Esteban Ocon. He's got time, though. He's got 14 laps. Lance Stroll now under pressure from Valtteri Bottas. But if Stroll can defend from Bottas for a while, Stroll can get fourth. He can hold Bottas. Jesus. George Russell gets Esteban Ocon. It's Sergio Perez after. Obviously, driver of the day will be up, but Perez getting the Red Bull seat. You've got to say, if you don't consider the championship, this is probably one of the best. In terms of just Perez could be a first-time winner. Russell could be a first-time winner. I love that from Williams. Got a cut out of his head. They'll be so happy for him. Ocon in third, Stroll in fourth, Bottas in fifth. Like, Stroll can get his first win. Ocon, Russell, Perez can get it. Bottas could win and prove that, yeah, I can do it if Hamilton's not there. It's great. Like, other races have had moments like crashes or a first battle. This is really just, because they're all so close because of safety cars and stuff. And awkward. It's not even thing, it's just awkward. You forget the safety car came from Jack Aitken's wheel. From Jack Aitken's front wing, it came from. So I think all we need to say is thank you, Jack Aitken. Because without Aitken, we wouldn't have had this drama. Bottas now. We'll be hunting Lance Stroll. We've got 13 laps left. Can they do it? Everyone was saying this race could be boring, it could be boring. No, they've just said, shoved a massive middle finger up here. It's Carlos Sainz team radio. Saying, what is this Merc doing? Getting pissed off at Valtteri Bottas. Bottas, mate. I know he had pit problems, but George Russell had it a lot worse than you, yet George Russell now is in second. Valtteri, mate. Don't do this, mate. Perez versus Russell for first. Love both. I think everyone would want to see Russell win just because do it, but I think everyone would go, Perez win, first time win. He's leaving F1. He deserves it. Ocon on the podium would be great. Do you know this is probably one of the first seasons where it's had the most different amount. If let's say it ends like this, it has the most amount of different poles because podiums because Russell and Ocon. Pardon me? Oh. Let's have a quick drink again because we've got 12 laps left. I think it's going to be Perez and Russell. One of them's going to win. Perez just an incredible restart. An absolute incredible restart. As it stands, I think Jacksonville Jaguars are still winning 9-0, if I'm correct, for the boys. I just want to see what people are saying about George Russell now on Twitter. I like looking at Twitter when it's all going, what a move, George. One word, Netflix. I forgot George is being filmed for Netflix, isn't he? And of course that pit stop happened and George, that's the fastest lap of the race. It's George Russell versus Sergio Perez for a win. What is 2020? Come on, Mr. Russell. I think I actually have a superpower because Matt Gallagher tweeted, really bad if George Russell dominate races. Come on, George. Slavia are 2-0 up. Team just saying you're fast in the thing. I'm just going to look at the tweet. A biggest challenge coming up. Remember, I said I love Checo Perez, maybe a bit hasty. I'm just looking. What is the Merc doing? Come on, says Sainz, furious with Bottas. Racing Point tweeted, we give up. And then someone just replied, you sure about that? George Russell, mate. What a fight from the man. Haas, I've just seen Haas tweet. 15th to 16th, 10 laps to go. I do feel sorry for him a little bit. Lando still not being able to catch up Pierre Gasly, like get past him. He's been stuck behind him for so long. By the way, it was Johan Daruvla who won that F2 race. I've just seen it. Let's have a look. Carlos Sainz, can he get past Valtteri Bottas here? He'll be on the straight. I've just licked my thing. Imagine if Max was in this. Perez, Russell, Max, Bottas. Oh, Ocon's there though. Go on, Carlos. Go on, Carlos. Oh. Oof. That is lovely. That is lovely by Carlos Sainz. I mean, we talked about how George Russell, now Daniel Ricciardo's now nearly past Valtteri Bottas. Daniel Ricciardo's got past Valtteri Bottas. Wow, Valtteri Bottas has lost it all. Obviously he had to go on his old tyres. Alex Albon now on the outside. Well, again, Alex Albon, Bottas' tyres have gone. Oh, it's great driving here from Albon. Albon now on the inside. Oh, wow. Bottas has lost it. Jesus Christ. Bottas just out of luck. Russell team radio. George Russell's got a puncture. Oh, it might be Bottas. But I'm pretty confident Russell has a puncture. I'm pretty confident I just said Russell puncture. It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, surely. Rear left. It was. I knew it, but George Russell's pitting. No. This is your time, George. It's your time. Oh, my God. No, Jesus Christ. Poor George Russell. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. No points. Unreal. I mean, the Merc have had bad luck this race. I mean, Valtteri the luck. Poor George. Oh my God. By the way, in the driver's driving tournament, Sainz gets past Alex Albon, by the way, which is great for Carlos Sainz. He's up to 7th. Fucking hell. He's cursed. Jesus Christ. If this doesn't make Merc go, we need to bring George in. I don't know what does. He gets past Kevin Magnussen. Jesus Christ. As much as I want Hamilton to be better, check Twitter now, I know. As much as I want Hamilton to be better, I want George to race next week just to get points. I'm heartbroken for George. What the F is this race? Oh, fuck's sake. No. George Russell isn't going to get a point. Unbelievable. He did not deserve this at all. Heartbreaking. Just Williams tweeted just no words. It's the thing, innit? Oh, it's Latifi. Was it Latifi who got the bright out, by the way? Punch for Russell. Russell Pitts punch. That's devastating for Russell. Thing is that when you're looking through Twitter, you just see tweets from people like, I didn't even like the Panthers. Yeah. Heartbreak for George. But I think, okay. Sergio, as it stands, Sergio Perez, still no point, of fuck's sake. As it stands, Sergio Perez is going to get his first win. 6 laps left. Russell sets the fastest lap. Perez team radio. Keep leaning, keeping the temperature of the tyres. He won't catch Lando. That's the thing. He's going to get past Lando. I think he might get Raikkonen and Giovinazzi, possibly. It's 2 seconds. Maybe Seb, but to get Norris as well. Oh, thanks. Well, I sort of don't want him to get a point now because they've just said we're going to investigate. Perez is up to 4th, by the way. They just said we're going to investigate about the Russell tyre stuff. We are sad because the Mercedes mental. Who would have thought? Yeah, race control. Incident involving George Russell will be investigated after the race. Incorrect tyres. He's got past Raikkonen. Jesus Christ. Well done, Racing Point. Well done, Esteban Ocon. Right place, right time. Who would have thought this? 2020, Perez, Ocon, a Racing Point Renault, Racing Point McLaren, Renault, a Red Bull that's not Verstappen, AlphaTauri, a Merc in 8th, Gasly, and Norris. Carlos Sainz can still get a podium here. He could still get a podium. Here we go, though. Poor Sergio Perez, I mean, he's leaving next year and he's going to win a race. It just doesn't seem fair. Bottas complained about tyres. Do you think if Valtteri gets a puncture or tyres go, there's a chance, you know? There's a chance he can at least get a point. He won't want that. He will want the win, but like you said, Prince, I don't think at the start of the season you would have said we'd be sad that Mercedes weren't winning a race. Russell gets past Antonio Giovinazzi. I will put our tweet because I'm going to say that. I'm just going to move my mic. I blame Netflix. Oops. I never thought I'd say this. But I'm sad that a Merc hasn't won. And then we just want crying emoji. Hasn't won. I can't. Come on, Sergio. Actually, come on. We've got to hype up someone else. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm sad that America hasn't won. Jesus. Oh my God. I mean, Merck have just said George Russell's coming through the field. Jesus Christ. Come on, Racing Point. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just don't believe it. I just don't. It's fucking Netflix. It's the Netflix are fucking cursed. I mean, George Russell's cursed, but also so are Netflix. Lando Norris gets past Pierre Gasly. George Russell could get points. He could get points. Here we go. Now that I think now I think about Albon should be winning this race. No Mercedes and no Max. Here we go. And Albon's not even the podium. Red Bull get the contract out. Put it on the table. Let him sign it. Let him put whatever numbers he wants to put in there. Let him sign the contract. Perez, your man, Red Bull. Last lap, George. He can do it. We've got 2 laps left. Can he get a point? And it'd be sad he'd taken away from Gasly, but I don't care. Can George get a point? I mean, I'm not hating on Albon, but I'm not even a podium. Without Merckx and Mass, not even a podium. Did he? No. That's the thing. He had an awful qualifying. If his qualifying was good, he'd be up there. He would be up there. He'd be up there. Jesus. Lando Norris holding up, but look who's right behind him. George Russell. Come on, get some points, George. It's pity. It's pity points. There you go. On Pierre Gasly. He's got nothing to lose. He's going to get his first points finish maybe. Gets past Pierre Gasly. Of course he would have won it better. Of course, he was winning. He could have been on the podium. He could have won it. It would have been podium. He wouldn't have got Perez, I don't think. It's when that nothing came through and he just went, last lap, rear left puncture. And the commentators didn't react to it. They went, oh, Bottas now with the rear left. They went, wait, that wasn't Bono on it. Oh, it was Bono. Oh, my God. George Russell now. He's in the points. Go on, Perez. Perez should get the win here. Perez is way ahead. Russell gets past Lando Norris. On that final lap, George Russell gets past Lando Norris. Won't get Valtteri Bottas, but Lando Norris up 9. I mean, Perez up 4, Ocon up 9, Stroll up 7, Sainz up 4, Ricciardo up 2, Albon up 6, Kvyat down 1, Bottas down 7, Russell down 7, Norris up 9, Gasly down 2, Vettel, Giovinazzi up 1, Raikkonen up 4, Magnussen up 1, Aitken up 1, and Fittipaldi up 3. Here we go, and Sergio Perez has done it. And it's what you want to hear. Sergio Perez has done it. He deserves it so much. We're going to sing it. Esteban Ocon comes home 2nd. And Lance Stroll comes home 3rd. Well done, Racing Point. Unfortunate for George Russell. He deserved it. Russell gets point. He's going to go to his T1. Racing Point with the double. Unreal. Look what it means to the Racing Point side. They're going to be Aston Martin next year. And they've done it. Esteban Ocon in 2nd. Lance Stroll in 3rd. Carlos Sainz 4th. Ricciardo 5th. Albon 6th. Kvyat 7th. Bottas 8th. George Russell in 9th with the fastest lap. Lando Norris in 10th. Gasly just misses out on the points. Only just. Jesus Christ. Perez team radio though. Yes, Checo, P1. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's crying. Oh. Yeah. Seb's licking his lips, innit? Seb's licking his lips. Well done. Well done, Sergio Perez. Well done, Esteban Ocon. Well done, Lance Stroll. Unfortunate for George Russell. Unfortunate for Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. But he's done it. In his final season, he's done it. Well done, Sergio Perez. Unreal. Unreal. But well done, Esteban Ocon. I don't think we can seem to forget. And Fernando there. Fernando again. He'll be licking his lips. Renault in 2nd and 5th. But thank you so much to everyone who's joined for the rest of the season. We've got one more left. We're back next week with the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We've got one more left. Can we have whatever a batshit race this one? Well done to Sergio Perez and lucky Lance Stroll, lucky George Russell. Hopefully he gets to race next week. Esteban crying as well. Hopefully he can do it next week. But thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Chris, Prince, Kyle, everyone that's joined today. I appreciate it so much. Perez doesn't know where to park. Ocon won't know. Well done to the drivers. And we'll see you next week for another batshit race, crazy race. Bye-bye.